Treasury Cabinet Secretary Ukur Yattani is calling on the country's investigative agencies to enhance the war on graft, saying the vice has impeded efforts to have the country move to the next level in development. Speaking during the final day of the National Assembly Leadership Summit, Yattani told members of parliament pushing to have Treasury reduce funding to public institutions grappling with graft-related issues such as drastic action could cripple operations in critical agencies at a time the country is struggling to contain the coronavirus pandemic.
During the final day of the 3rd National Assembly Leadership Forum, members of parliament sought to have Treasury Cabinet Secretary Ukur Yattani reduce funding to institutions bedeviled by cases of massive misappropriation of funds, claiming the taxpayers' debt burden repayment was overwhelming with borrowed money ending up in the pockets of unscrupulous individuals.
Is also trading. It is buying drugs and then selling most of the time at a very, very good profit. It's also a monopoly, so there is no competition. Now, this is exactly what also happened with the NYS. When they were given too much money that they could not absorb, they are therefore able to wiggle out, and sometimes you find some corruption issues coming out of it.
We are here to safeguard the interests of the country. Article 201 is very clear. It is on public finance. And public resources must be used prudently. It's very clear. 201D, public funds must be used prudently.
Let's not just be good in appropriating money, but very poor in following through how the money is used. In fact, even the underutilization of the budget sometimes, the underabsorption, is because of failure to follow through the budget implementation process.
Yattani is saying Treasury has no legal basis to reduce funding after monies are allocated, even as he called for speedy investigations into graft-related cases.
Taking advantage of a situation like this is not the desirable thing to do. Important pillar of this government. The budget is a priority of your president, the budget is a priority of your country. So when we make budget, we also have to have that thought that whatever I do, will it add value? It's not only looking at the aspect of oversight alone, but also to be facilitative.
According to Yattani, the ministry disbursed 22 billion shillings to the Ministry of Health as part of efforts aimed at mitigating the adverse effects of the pandemic, and those who squandered the funds must face the full force of the law.
I am happy at least with the interventions that were given to the rest of the sectors. Of course, there could be doubts on what might have gone to KEMSA, but I leave it to the relevant agencies which already have started the process of investigation. Hopefully something will come out of it, and if there is any individual or group of people who have diverted resources meant for a calamity like this, they should not be spared, because they have no business being part of this noble society called Kenya.
During the two-day summit, members of parliament and their respective committees were challenged to aptly prosecute cases where taxpayers stand to lose, resulting from abuse of power by persons in leadership positions. For Channel 1 News, I'm Gladys Mungai.